Sometimes how you come across somebody once in a while you shouldn't have messed with. That's me.
I am not an African American.
You're Oreo cookie, white in the inside and black on the outside.
I don't have an afro, I have an Amerifro.
Talking that idiotic stuff you talk about, I will slap you.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Black as the ace of spades, but 100% American.
Heard around the world by everybody and their mama. The Jesse Lee Peterson Radio Show.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with me. Celebrating today, and there is a reason for celebration. Scott Walker won last night. Yes. Scott won. They tried to do a recall on him, the Democrats, the unions, and they were defeated last night. According to the Associated Press, Walker got 53% of the vote, and Tom Barrett got 46%. And so Walker won yesterday by a wider margin than he did when he went up against Barrett in 2010. That's amazing. They were all mad at him, and he came in and got more votes. A tough guy. This is why you don't have to be afraid, Republicans. Don't be afraid. Do what you got to do. Do it. Do the right thing. And yes, people are going to come after you about it. They're going to try to stop you. They're going to go at you. But those are children of Satan. They have no power over good. That's why they go nuts. They lose themselves. They get into it because they can't stop you. They have no power. They're driven by anger. That's why they focus on you instead of on what is right. Don't be afraid. Let them call you names. Let them say bad things about you. But you do the right thing. All right? Remember that woman, black Democrat from Milwaukee, that was singing Hit the Road to Scott Walker? Gwen Moore. I wonder how she's feeling this morning. Let me see who was hitting the road.
What you say now? No more. What hit the road, Scott? And don't you come back no more.
This is Satan's daughter.
You just lied your way in the office. But our response is, what hit the road, Scott? And don't you come back no more. What hit the road, Scott? And don't you come back no more.
That's Satan's daughter. I wonder how she's feeling this morning. Who is hitting the road? Wow. I wish I was a fly on the wall. I bet she's making up all kind of excuses in her head. Wow. This is like goodbye, Obama. I'm looking at Obama last night. This guy is an idiot. Well, he's an idiot in an evil way. He is out of there. He and Michelle. Goodbye, Big Mama, and her little boy, Obama. This was
the walk of the Obama family. She knows she's still the boss.
Celebrating.
Oh, woman, don't treat me so mean.
That's right. Oh, God. They even had, I saw on a video, they had Godless Jesse Jackson in Milwaukee yesterday as well. And they put out a talking Jesse Jackson minivan for Wisconsin recall. This is from Breitbart TV. Let me know who you get under.
This is Reverend Jesse Jackson. Vote today. This is Reverend Jesse Jackson. Both Tom Barrett and Maylin Mitchell. They represent the highest and best of our dreams. Together they are a team who have the power and the moral capacity to take us to higher ground.
This is State Senator Lena Taylor. Vote today.
This is Reverend Jesse Jackson. Both Tom Barrett and Maylin Mitchell.
Isn't that something? Oh, man. I wonder how this is Jesse Jackson. How's he feeling this morning? What I am blown away with Scott Walker win last night. It is so encouraging, and he's a tough guy. See, Republicans, you can be tough. You can tell the truth and not back down. All right. Let me see Tony. What did you think about the win last night out of Denver?
Hey, thanks, Jesse. This is a message for all you union thugs out there. I can see November from Wisconsin. That's right. Isn't that something? Yeah. Goodbye, Obama. Hit the road, Jack. We're going to be playing that for him in come November. But it just shows the American people, the hardworking folks, the folks that love the country, the folks that support the Constitution, the folks who believe in freedom. They are done with this guy. And I know that whenever they show polls about Obama and between Obama and Romney, they say, oh, the people still love Obama. He's very popular. But what does that mean? I don't believe that anymore either. I just think that the people are afraid to say, maybe they don't say, well, I don't like him. He's not popular, because they don't want to be called racist or something. But Obama is not popular, only in his own mind. Well, he's very popular among the homosexuals out there. Hey, thanks for taking my
call, that's a good point.
I'm so excited about that win yesterday.
Me too, man. I was like, thank you, Tony. I wonder how all the little Democrats are feeling now. Liberal Democrats, the gays, the blacks, and the women. Liberal Democrats. Are you smiling this morning? Are you worried? Are you concerned? What are you thinking now? All of you black people who think that God put Obama there. The Lord did it. God meant for Obama to be there. What are you thinking now? As a matter of fact, later on this morning, I'm going to play some sound bites where they're meeting with black preachers, the Obama administration, that is, meeting with black preachers trying to convince them to convince their congregations to get out and vote for Obama. They're desperate. They are absolutely desperate. While Big Mama Michelle running around town, I think she's selling a book, trying to present herself as a non-angry black woman. As though she's not angry. She's hell on wheels. They're out of there, folks. Congratulations, Scott Walker and Rebecca Kleefisch. Rebecca's a tough woman, too. A true conservative, outspoken, not afraid. I had her on the show before. She's been here with us. Tough lady. Congratulations, Rebecca. So right on to them. And they spent truckloads of money trying to defeat Scott Walker. They were not able to throw him out. And as a result of that, he is getting all types of death threats on Twitter. And I just want to read you some of the threats that he is getting today as a result. And these are from, and I go through this all the time. If you knew what was going on behind the scenes in my life, it would blow your mind how wickedness come after me. One person said, they tweeted, please, somebody kill Scott Walker. They tweeted that. Someone from the NRA should shoot Scott Walker in the head, GTA style. Wow. A guy by the name of Wesley Lamb wrote that. One person wrote, I know what school Scott Walker's son go to. That is amazing. Another threatened to rape the governor's wife, while one person said she would kill any member of the Walker family she saw on the streets. And the list just goes on and on and on. That's per examiner.com, and the list goes on and on and on. These are some evil people, folks. Evil, evil, evil. And this is what happens when you stand up for good. Evil comes out of hell. It really does. It comes out of hell through people. And a lot of people are afraid to stand up because they know they have to deal with this type of stuff, this type of hatred. I want to play for you Scott Walker's speech last night. This is where Scott talked about how he has always admired the founding fathers.
And thanks to all of you and everybody at home watching tonight. Thanks to all the people who yet again entrusted in me your vote as the governor to be the 45th and continue to be the 45th governor of the great state of Wisconsin.
Yes.
I want to tell you something, though. Just let me share with you a quick little story. Last fall, Tonette and I had a chance. I was going to a Governors Association meeting, and we had a chance to travel to Philadelphia. And I went to Independence Hall. As a kid, we grew up in a small town where I loved to study history, but my parents, we didn't have a lot of money, and so we didn't get to often go to places like Philadelphia or Washington. So for me, it was the first trip to Independence Hall. And I got to tell you, I was so touched. I stood in there and I looked at those desks and I looked in those chairs. And even though as a kid growing up, I thought of our founders as superheroes, as bigger than life, standing in that hall, it dawned on me that these were ordinary people who did something quite extraordinary. They didn't just risk their political careers. They didn't just risk their businesses. They literally risked their lives for the freedom we hold so dear today, and the men and women in uniform in this country defend every single day.
I know as I'm listening to Scott Walker, and by the way, Obama running around the country like he's auditioning for a role in a movie after he's out of there in November. He's acting like a movie star right now, so let him run around and lie and collect all the money he can from the gays and the liberal entertainers. It's fine. He's out of there. But when I listen to Scott Walker's victory speech, it reminds me of a people who are strong and who love what's right, who love the country. They're honest. And it's just something refreshing about their speech. When they talk, you really listen. Scott also talked last night about what makes America great.
Moments like that remind me why America and why Wisconsin are so great. You see, what has made our country unbelievable, what has made the United States of America exceptional, what has made the United States arguably one of the greatest countries in the history of the world, is that in times of crisis, be they economic or fiscal, be they military or spiritual, in times of crisis, what has made America amazing has been the fact that throughout our history, throughout the more than 200 years of our history, there have been men and women of courage who stood up and decided it was more important to look out for the future of their children and their grandchildren than their own political futures.
Right on.
And what has sustained them? What has sustained them here in Wisconsin, across our country, has been when there have been leaders of courage. What has sustained them is there were good and decent people who stood with them shoulder to shoulder and arm to arm. That's what you have done for Wisconsin and for America.
See, this is the type of president I want. I don't want some junkie mean trashy, classless president who, when he speaks, he's talking about he doesn't want his daughters to be burdened with a child.
I've got two daughters, 9 years old and 6 years old. I'm going to teach them, first of all, about values and morals. But if they make a mistake, I don't want them punished with a baby.
It's okay for abortions, all kind of crap like that. This man, you can tell, Scott Walker, you can tell that he loved the country. It's in him. You got to love America. I can't understand anybody living in this country and not loving it. How can you live in America and not love it? You know, how can you live in America and be a Democrat at this time, knowing that the Democratic platform is godless? You can't love America and support the Democratic platform. Scott Walker is a real American. He reminds me of the good old days when boys were boys and men were men. And I remember when we got our first black and white TV down on the plantation there in Alabama. I would turn it on and I would see white Americans out there celebrating and talking, speaking about the founding fathers, and they were proud, they were waving flags. And as a kid, I would say, wow, I want to do that. I never thought for a moment that opportunity would come where I can wave flags and stand up for my country and love my country and be proud to be an American and not run around like an idiot calling myself an African American, and be proud of and grateful and humble that the founding fathers had the know-how to create America. Isn't that something? It's just something nice about it. And here is the final thing where Scott talked about the victory in Wisconsin mean.
Tonight we tell Wisconsin, we tell our country, and we tell people all across the globe that voters really do want leaders who stand up and make the tough decisions.
Yep, that's right.
But now it is time to move on and move forward in Wisconsin.
That's a real man, a man of courage. What I realized, too, is that good men and women in America, they love strong people, righteous people. Now, the liberal Democrats don't. They hate strength. They hate good. But real men and women of America, children of God, they love men like Scott Walker and Rebecca Kleefisch. Congratulations, guys. When I come back, we're going to take some calls. 888-775-3773. 888-77-JESSE.
This has been the Jesse Lee Peterson Radio Show, produced by Bond Action. To access the full version of this show, visit us on the web at bondaction.org.